Hello, this is John Nepper from johnnepper.com and the Firestarter Ignite Your Life concert. I want to tell you about a cartoon that I saw. There's a dog sitting in the orchestra watching the conductor, and the little bubble above his head says, "Come on, throw the stick, throw the stick." Now, if I were a dog playing in the orchestra, I don't know, I'd be the one waiting for the conductor to throw the stick too. In truth, I have played in many music groups where the conductor did throw the stick. When the notes weren't played right or the group made some mistake, and sometimes they did throw their baton. In fact, when I was a kid in fifth grade, the conductor used to throw his pencils up and they would stick in the ceiling, and every once in a while they'd drop back down. But they'd throw the baton out of anger or frustration. Fortunately, it never sailed in my direction. But I do, however, look back on my life and see sometimes where I was waiting for life to happen, for dreams to magically appear, or for success to come to me whether I paid my dues or not. That it was just going to happen, that it was going to come to me. Hey, success. I earned a degree in performance on trombone from Michigan State University. Had every intention of being a professional musician and making my living as such. I had grand plans that seemed to never materialize. I was going to go to New York. I was going to go to LA because that's where all the professional musicians hang out. I was going to go to Boston because I didn't think it was quite as intimidating. Maybe it didn't have to be quite as good in Boston. I don't know. I had tons of plans. And I wasn't sure how to proceed. And I actually think that should be something they teach people who want to be professional musicians or professional artists. How do you market yourself? Because maybe that was part of it. You know, but maybe I didn't have enough drive, or maybe the confidence I needed to go out and take on the world in the ways necessary to be a working musician. Maybe it just didn't have. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't happen. And so there may be some truth to that. But I also know that I allowed life to intervene over and over and over. And we all do that. We all do that. Life intervenes. I allowed myself to get sidetracked too easily, convincing myself that I would get my dream back on track. And, it's also possible that dreams changed. But when I say we get sidetracked, we get into a relationship that's wonderful. We fall in love. That can sidetrack us. That can distract us from what the dream is. And that's okay. A baby comes along. A job comes along that you go, oh, I've got to have it because I need to make the money. So what happens is the side track comes in. The dream gets pushed to the side, a little further, a little further, a little further, until maybe it's still there but not very visible. But it's also possible that dreams can change or take on different shapes and be directed. And I know that happened to me as well. The wonderful thing about being a musician is that I can still play anytime I want to. In fact, I do, without having to make a living at it. It's a blast and I love it. So I've done that over the last 36 years of my adult life. The dream changed in many ways. But as I look back, I find that I don't have many regrets about that, and that's a good thing. So I'm not looking back going, oh, I wish I would have, or gee, if only this had happened. But if unrealized dreams can stay with us our entire lives, they're waiting for that spark to reignite them, and regrets about those unrealized dreams can work against us. Sometimes they can work for us. Regrets can sometimes work for us in a way that gets us back on track. This way. It depends on your perspective and your attitude, really. If your unrealized sidetracked dreams cause you to feel sad, to feel disappointed, to feel resigned, and locked into the I wish I would have frame of mind, they're always going to exist as a piece of your history that remains unfinished and unsatisfied. Now, if you held on to your dreams with the hope that they'll still come true one day, the good news is that they still might. I once saw a bumper sticker that said it's never too late to have a happy childhood. It's not. It's also never too late to realize or to manifest that part of your dreams that you still have possibility of bringing to fruition. Now, don't get me wrong. If my dream was to play in the NBA as a 58-year-old man, I might have to wake up and smell the coffee of reality. Because let's face it, although I'm 6'12", and you can't tell because I'm sitting down, really I'm 5'9" and shrinking. That dream is really not going to happen. Now there's some things that move into the realm of just not going to happen anymore, and that's okay. And here are some ideas to consider if you're still holding on to a piece of your dream that derailed somewhere in your past. So what part of your dream is still a reality? Are there still parts of your dream that have the possibility of coming true today? In my case, I could still pursue my dream of being a professional musician. It would take a huge amount of commitment, a lot of hard work and practice and diligence in finding ways to pursue it that would work for me now as a musician in my late 50s. But the answer is yes, it still is possible. Now, how badly do you still want it? That's another question you have to ask yourself. How badly do you still want it? Is it burning? Is it setting you on fire? Do you gotta have it? Then you gotta go for it. If the dream rates somewhere in the category of, it would be nice, but then it's time to sigh, wish it well, and come up with something that will satisfy you, make you happy, inspire you, and give you new energy. If the dream is burning brighter, hotter, more intensely now than it ever did before, now that other things in your life have settled, then go for it. Just do it, as Nike says. Just do it. What a great slogan. Just do it. Don't come up with the excuses, because there'll be a million of them. That's one of the things that got you sidetracked in the beginning, right? So how willing are you to work through the reasons that got you sidetracked in the first place? I think it's safe to say that we all have allowed life to intervene, like I said earlier, to get in the way of what we really want to become, achieve, and receive. That's what I call the barcode, by the way. Things we want to become, things we want to achieve, and things we want to receive. That's the barcode. So maybe money was an issue, a child arrived, an unexpected or expected child, or something more internal like a lack of confidence, or a strong disbelief in your own abilities. You got to find out what the why was. How did you get sidetracked? Maybe a voice in your head said things that made you believe that you were not worthy. So whatever the reason or reasons, working through and resolving the issues is vital to making sure that history does not repeat itself. Because I know, and you know, that history does repeat itself. If we don't figure out what the cause was, what was at the root of the problem, what pushed us off the track, got us sidetracked, made that dream kind of fizzle and go away, then it'll repeat itself. Then no matter what you do, you're going to leave it in that place where it's unresolved, unsettled, unfinished, unsatisfied. So yes, dreams get sidetracked and go unrealized. And yes, it's possible that you can still grab the comet by the tail and make them come true. Think about that. Are you still wanting to grab the comet by the tail, or are you being wagged by the tail of the dog? So yes, the conductor in your life who maybe is you, or maybe it's your dream. Yes, the conductor might just throw that stick at some point, and then you're going to go chasing that dream. You're going to go chasing that stick, that reward, that bonus, something that really satisfies you. Or you're going to have to go out and get one of your own. My name is John Nepper, johnnepper.com, JOHNNEPPER.com. If you like this video, go to my website and in the forum section, leave a comment. Love to hear from you. What dream did you get sidetracked from? What kept you from realizing it? And what are you going to do now to go after it? My name is John Nepper. I'm with Firestarter. Ignite your life. Go for it. Just do it.